Hello, hello, yogis. Welcome to our Friday Empower Yin class. It's wonderful to have you here. So in our Yin practice, we are wanting to lean into our edge and where we feel sensation. So as we connect to sensation in the body, we start to develop and create a stronger relationship to our body. Sensation is the body's language. And so as we come to our edge, as we feel into sensation, we are able to create a stronger communication, a stronger foundation with our body and what our body needs. So I have a block handy and I have a blanket. I recommend that for today's practice. If you don't have those things, that's totally okay. You don't need them, but they may offer more comfort in your practice. We're going to start today's class in a child's pose. So come onto your knees. Maybe you have your blanket underneath your knees. Let's bring our knees as wide as feels comfortable in our body. Let the tops of the feet come down, sink the hips back, and then start to walk your fingertips forward, letting your forehead rest down on the mat. And maybe you spread your fingers out wide and allow yourself to really start to settle in. Start to become aware of your breath. Feel your inhale expand and your exhale release. Draw your awareness into your body and start to notice where you feel this shape in your body. So maybe your awareness shifts to your hips. Maybe it shifts to the low back or tailbone. Maybe it shifts into the spine. Maybe you notice how your hands feel, how your chest and shoulders feel. Just allowing yourself to really tune into the different sensations, the bigger, louder sensations, the more quiet and subtle sensations. And let's do some balancing breaths here. So take an inhale and count your own inhale. And then exhale for the same amount of time. And then inhale, count it out. And exhale for the same. Continue with this awareness of the breath, having the intention to balance out your breath. With each exhale, maybe you feel your body sink and soften into the mat a little bit more. Noticing how you can use that exhale to really let go. Allowing your mind to settle in, allowing yourself to connect more deeply to your body. Let's take 3 more balanced breaths here. Look forward. Start to shift yourself forward onto your elbows. letting your legs come out behind you, shifting ourselves into our Sphinx pose. So for Sphinx pose, the legs are extended straight out behind you, letting the shoelace side of your feet rest into the mat. Your shoulders are stacked right over your elbows, gaze is straight forward, and your chin is parallel to the floor. I invite you to close down your eyes and focus your gaze internally on the space between your eyebrows. Bring your awareness back to your breath and feel the breath press into the floor on the inhale. And feel the breath fully release as you pull the belly button toward the spine, letting all of the air out of the body. Throughout this entire practice, see if you can maintain and stay connected to that balanced breath. Let's bring our right leg out to the right, letting the knee rest down, creating some 90-degree angles in the body. So 90 degrees from the hip to the knee, from the knee to the ankle, and maybe from the ankle to the toes, maybe not. And maybe readjust your upper body so that you can continue to sink the pelvis into the floor. Breathing in to this asymmetrical shape in the hips. You can stay right here with your elbows in the floor, on the floor, or you can take your right hand and reach it underneath your left as you bring your right ear down, and maybe you walk your left fingertips a little bit more forward. Using your breath to release yourself down into the mat. Let's take 3 more breaths here. If you did bring that shoulder down, bring it back through. Let's come back through center. Extend your right leg back out. Take a moment to shift your hips from side to side. Get your shoulders stacked over your elbows once again. And let's bring the left leg out to the left, creating those 90-degree angles from the hip to the knee, From the knee to the ankle, maybe from the ankle to the toes, maybe not. And we'll open up here first, noticing the sensations in the body. And you can stay right here, or you can take your left hand, bring it underneath your right, bring your left ear, left temple down. Your right hand comes slightly forward. And let yourself settle into this twist. Reconnect to your breath, center your mind. Let's take 3 more balanced breaths here. Maybe reconnect to that count where you inhale for as much as you can. And you exhale for the same amount of time. Bring that arm back underneath the body. Send the left leg back out. Come back into that neutral Sphinx. Let's shift the hips from side to side. And then start to press yourself up, coming into a tabletop position. So you can place your knees on your blanket, stack your tabletop up nice and sturdy, spreading your fingers wide, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, your knees under your hips. And let's come into a few cat-cows, letting the tops of the feet rest down into the mat. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the spine, lift the gaze. Exhale, round the spine, head hangs heavy, press through the palms, tuck the chin to chest. Inhale, arch and lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch and lift. Exhale, round. Take a couple more of these on your own movement, on your own breath. Linking your breath to your movement, feeling, noticing, observing the sensations through the spine. Let's take one more round. And come back to that neutral tabletop position. Coming into our cow face, bringing the right knee in toward the chest, sliding it underneath the left, and then walking your body back, sinking your hips between your heels. So maybe your knees stack on top of one another. Maybe they don't. I'm going to turn and face you. Find this position in your body and what that feels like and what that looks like in your body. Option 2, if this is not accessible, your leg can always be slightly lifted. You can extend the bottom leg out, but let's get nice and tall through the crown. And then let's bring our hands onto our top knee and just really gently shift forward, putting the weight of the hands onto that knee. Maybe the weight of the upper body shifts forward. And reconnect to your breath. Let's shift the torso through center. Bring your hands behind you, plant them behind you, and lean back as you press that right knee forward. I invite you to close down your eyes, reconnect to your breath. From here, we're going to unravel the legs, open them up wide, and shift yourself back through neutral, coming back forward, planting the hands down, staying as straight as you can through the spine, shining the chest forward. Sinking the hips back, lengthening the crown forward. Maybe it feels good to roll out the ankles or point and flex the feet, or maybe stillness feels better in your body. Trust what feels right for you. Maybe you can come a little bit more forward. Maybe not. Know that it's okay either way. Honor your body, trust your body. Start to walk your hands back towards your body. And we're going to switch to cow face on the other side. So bring that right leg across and the left leg comes over top. Maybe Wiggle yourself between your heels. Maybe your heels are wider. Maybe your left knee is lifted. Just find this pose. Maybe your right leg is extended out straight. Find what feels right for you. And once again, bring your hands onto your knee and we'll slightly shift forward, putting a little bit of pressure on that knee. Come back to those balanced breaths. See if you can still your mind on the breath. Lift your torso back through center. Plant your hands behind you. Stay nice and straight through the spine as you press the knee forward. Maybe you squeeze the shoulder blades toward one another, really opening up through the chest. And then see if you can create more space through the chest with the breath. From here, let's unravel the legs, open them up to the edges of your mat. Plant your feet down, shift your knees to the right, shift your knees to the left. Shift your knees to the right, shift your knees to the left. Take a couple more each side. Maybe your knees come all the way down, maybe they don't. Honor your body, trust your body. Come through center, press yourself up. Let's come into an easy seat. Inhale, extend the arms up overhead. Exhale, plant the right hand down and reach the left hand to the right side. Maybe lift your gaze toward the ceiling, squaring through the chest, the shoulders, and really lengthen out through the side body. Maybe you even press the left knee toward the floor. It's amazing how little adjustments can really change the sensation of the body. Yeah, let's bring ourselves through center. Inhale. Exhale, plant the left hand down, reach the right hand to the left. Lift your gaze. Maybe press that right knee down. Lengthen from the hip through the fingertips. Let's come back through center. Take a moment, just twist gently to the right. Twist gently to the left. Twist gently to the right. Twist gently to the left. Come through center. And let's come all the way down onto our backs, coming into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Letting your hands rest down by your side. I invite you to close down your eyes. If there is a different shape in your body that feels better for you, feel free to take that shape. And let's return to our balanced breath. Taking a big inhale, counting out that inhale. And exhale, counting the same exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Maintaining that balanced breath. Let's take 5 more balanced breaths here. One more big breath in. Full breath out. Draw your knees into your chest. Gently rock side to side. Grab the backs of your legs, rock yourself up into an easy seat, cross-legged. Let's bring our palms to touch at heart center, tucking the chin to the chest. Taking a moment to acknowledge the body, acknowledge the mental awareness, and acknowledge any emotions that you feel in this moment. Thank you for being here, for allowing me to share this practice with you. It is always my honor. The light, the love, the wisdom in me sees, honors, reflects, and encourages the light, the love, the wisdom in you. Namaste. I hope to see you again on your mats very, very soon. And until then, may your light be your guide.